Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Kobe Lomax. I am the CEO of Curly Hair, and today I'm actually making a video that one of you guys requested. One of you guys asked, can I make a curly hair routine video, but like do it in real time? Because it takes a long time. Because we'll be working on our hair for so long, it's like, it's nice sometimes to feel like you're doing it with somebody or feel like you have company or like whatever, cause like I always just like watch YouTube videos while I'm doing my hair or listen to music or something. So I just felt like, you know, why not make a YouTube video specifically for this? So when I got that question, I was like, that's actually really smart because like, you know, for me personally, I'm gonna watch a video anyway, and I watch a video of somebody doing the same thing I'm doing, and like it's real time, so it's not like the video's gonna end and I'm still working on mine. Now I might do my hair a little bit faster than some of you guys, but you get what I'm saying. So my hair is firstly washed, deep conditioned, and then I use the Floor Curl leave-in conditioner, the rose and honey one that I always use. I love that one. I'll link it down below. And then I use a little bit of the Shea Moisture Curl Enhancing Smoothie. I like the Curl Enhancing Smoothie because it does help my curls like pop more, but I just hate that it's just like so thick and it just sits on my hair. Like I don't feel like it moisturizes my hair that much. That's what's in my hair right now, and then I have a little bit of Wetline Extreme left, so I'm gonna be using the rest of this, and then with whatever else is left, I'm gonna use the green Eco Styler gel, and I'm also gonna be giving myself a little trim. I've been trimming my hair literally every time I do it, just because I want to keep getting a little shorter and a little shorter until I get the desired length that I like. Like I really just like to keep a fro, so I'm always cutting my hair. So when people ask me like, how long have you been growing out your hair? I'm like, I'm not really growing it out. I keep cutting it actually because I'm trying to keep it the same length. So yeah, but let me go grab some scissors and all my supplies, and then I'll be right back. All right, y'all. So I'm gonna start off by sectioning my hair. I just literally go like this, and then I like take this section and I go across like this, and then I come down. I got the corner of my head, I like come back, and then I put this up. This is the section I do last because I like to give a little bit, one, so my hair's not in my face when I'm, you know, while I'm doing the rest of my head, but two, because this is the front of my head. When people look at my face, this is what they see. So I like to spend a little bit of extra time on that. And then in the back, I just split it down the middle, and then I start on this side and then go to this side and then do the front. So y'all, what is good? Oh my God, I'm like filming again, and y'all, I promise you, consistent content is coming everywhere. I literally had a pep talk with myself because this is the thing. I have a lot of goals. If you guys watched my goals video that I just posted, I have a lot of goals this year, and they require me to sort of like step up a bit, you know, and really like hit the gas, you know. And I think with social media, I'm gonna use the Wetline Extreme first. With social media, I kind of have been overthinking everything. Why, I don't know. But I just been like overthinking anything, like posting anything, like all of it. I've just been way overthinking it. I think what is like, has been like having me a little bit stuck is that I'm trying to scrape out whatever's left in here. I think what's been kind of having me stuck lately is like, with social media, is like, I just keep feeling like, oh, like, okay, I truly, genuinely, I've talked about this before. I truly, genuinely feel like I'm like destined to be like a superstar, you know? It's just, I can't really explain it, but I just feel it. And I keep thinking like, oh, what if I post something that like years down the line, like, you know, it's like embarrassing, or like, you know, like, or I keep thinking like, okay, if I was like so-and-so, like just think of anybody who's like a celebrity or like super famous or whatever. It's like, would they make something like this? No, probably not. But then at the same time, it's like, if you look at their old stuff, they were posting things that they wouldn't post now. So it's like they started somewhere. We all have to start somewhere, you know, but if you don't start posting, you're not gonna get to that. If you don't start putting things out, you're not gonna get to that level. Ever, you know? And I was just having a pep talk with myself, like, dude, you really have to stop overthinking things. And then I keep seeing these posts on like Instagram and TikTok where people are like, post your content, just post it, and then they would like tell crazy stories about how like they just started posting, and then like now their whole life has changed because they just started posting, you know? Like they didn't do nothing crazy, nothing out of the ordinary, nothing super wild or anything. They just started posting their stuff. and stop overthinking it, and stop doubting themselves, and stop feeling like everything has to be perfect. Literally, this one girl was like, if you think your lifestyle has to be super aesthetic and all this kind of stuff, here I am showing you. And she was like in her little, it looked like a studio apartment. She didn't have a bed frame. Like it was just a mattress on the floor with some pillows. And like that girl's video went viral. And it's just like, it's so true. Like we're way overthinking this, you know? Just pose. Especially now, it seems like on social media in general, people are starting to really love and appreciate the raw, real, authentic stuff now. They don't want that super polished stuff that used to be in like 20, like I don't know the exact year, but back then, a couple years ago, you know? So yeah, I'm just doing my finger coils. I hope that the back doesn't look too differently because I'm doing one gel on this side and the other gel on this side. And I also need my hair to be a little bit more wet, y'all, because it's feeling a little dry, like as far as like mixing with the gel. But actually it might be fine. And lately what I've been doing, y'all, is I've been doing kind of big finger coils. Now y'all know if you do smaller ones, they come out more defined. Your hair comes out more defined, but it takes longer. I've been kind of doing bigger ones and then breaking them up, you know? And I don't like to do like super coily coils still. So like even then I was just doing them too long. How I do it to get that curly look is just go like 1, 2, or I do normally do 3. I go 1, 2, 3, and that's it. You're just trying to clump the curl together, but then also to like encourage it to like curl around itself so that the curl is perfect, as opposed to just clumping the curl together like this, and then it will still like curl. Like if my hair was more wet, it would have like curled up a little bit more, and that's why I do the water thing at the end. But if you just like, you know, do it like straight to like encourage the curl to clump together, when it dries, it will like separate a little bit because of the frizz. When you make it curl around itself, it like kind of like intertwines it together so that your hair doesn't like frizz as much. And that's the main reason why I do these finger coils, because me personally, I just love and I feel more confident when my curls are perfect. When my hair is perfect, I feel so good. Even like on day like 6, when my hair is not together, I don't know if y'all follow me on Instagram, you've been seeing on my story, I'll go to the gym and I'll be wearing a hoodie over like half of my head, only this much of my hair is out. Because my curls just aren't perfect and I just don't feel as confident. But I do like the look when my hair is like just in the front, because the curls look nice, but my whole head doesn't show, you know? I don't know, it's just a look that I like. But yeah, so I don't know, that's just for me. Just for me personally, I feel more confident when my curls are perfect, you know? And so I find joy in taking the time to do this, you know? Oh, I forgot to trim my hair. I'll probably trim it next time. It's fine. I'm actually not gonna trim it right now because I already started and I don't want it to not be like as even as I can. Literally, when I train it, I just put product, when I trim it, I just put product in my hair and go like this, and wherever it starts to feel rough, I just go. Now it doesn't feel rough right now because I literally just trimmed it last week, but like I said, I wanted it to be a little shorter, but I can wait till next time I do my hair to trim it again. Cause y'all, my hair keeps growing. Like what the freak? But yeah, no, y'all, I had a pep talk with myself today, and it's just really time to hit the gas. Like y'all don't understand. I want to move to LA so bad, like so bad. I just feel it in my heart, like that's where I'm supposed to be. Like so much is waiting for me there, but I know that in due time, you know what I'm saying? Whenever I'm supposed to be there, I will be there, you know? So I'm like not rushing it, but at the same time, like I'm so excited. Like literally, my phone screensaver is a picture of LA. Like my freaking, on my vision board, I need to like remake my vision board, because when I was making my vision board originally, and I'll make a vision board video this year, but when I was originally making my vision board, I just kind of slapped pictures on there that represented what I wanted to do, but I didn't really take the time to be like, does this picture inspire me? Like when I look at it, does it make me feel something? Because that's what type of images you should put on your vision board. You know what I'm saying? So that way when you're seeing it, it's like reminding you of what you want to do and why, and like you just feel so like excited to accomplish your goals, which is another thing, y'all. I want to start writing out my goals every day, all my goals. A big part of me kind of
feeling like I'm back on my grind, and like, not even on my grind, I don't like that, but just me feeling good again and like excited for life and excited to wake up every day and like take one step closer to my dreams and my goals and stuff, is I have been reflecting on what were the things that I used to do that helped me like achieve success in whatever, and I felt really good. And the best time I can think of is when I was in school at ODU. There was one semester I got straight A's, and I got straight A's because I was like, I'm just taking off the shredded hair, like shedded hair that kept fell off. But I got straight A's because I was like, I needed my GPA to hit a certain point for me to keep my scholarships. So I was like, I need to figure it out. Whatever I need to do to get these A's, that's what I need to do. So, and there was definitely certain things that when I think back to that time, I was doing to make sure that that happened. I'm gonna go wet this really quick and I'll be right back. I'm still gonna leave it rolling so you guys can see, and you're gonna hear the sink run and everything like that, because I wanna make this as like real time as possible. So I'll be right back. All right, so I just wet this section. It just makes the curls more defined and gets rid of that white stuff. But yeah, so there was definitely certain things that I was doing that helped me have success. So what I've been doing lately is taking one of these hair clips, and because I don't want to pull the hair that I just did into the new section that I'm about to do, I will take this and go like this. Just so that way it's like all like away. So that way I can do my hair over here and not grab the hair that's already done. So, but yeah, y'all, there were certain things that I was doing. I think the biggest thing was in the beginning, I was like, all right, I don't know how to get straight A's, but I know I can find out how. So I would watch videos all like for like hours, videos, how to get straight A's, how to get straight A's, and just take notes on like what everybody's saying. And like, then I was like, okay, so this is how they think, or this is what they say to do, or this is what they do, or what they did to get straight A's or whatever. And then like, I would just kind of like always be thinking about like, how do I get straight A's? And I would write it down every single day. I gotta get these A's. I gotta get these A's. Like, I literally have journals where it's like, I gotta get these A's every day, you know? And I think what happened was, from me writing it down every day, my mind started to like turn to that channel, you know, in a way where it was like, every day, all day now, that's on my mind. Like, what would I be doing if I was getting straight A's? And I remember catching myself saying like, if I'm gonna get these A's, I should probably study right now. Like, if I'm gonna get these A's, I need to get this assignment done. If I'm gonna get these A's, I need to, even if it was, I remember like, even if it was like midnight, I'm tired, I'm dead tired, but I'm like, I really need to stick to my plan, because I made like a plan for me to get A's. It was like every single time after I leave a lecture, immediately afterwards, go rewrite my notes, organize them, make them look nice, highlighter, all that kind of stuff, just because I'm refreshing myself on that information immediately after I just learned it. That helped. And then I was like, every time before a test, whatever material's on the test, I need to review that material at least 3 times. So if it was like a test on chapter 1 and chapter 2 and chapter 3, I'd be like, all right, this day I'm gonna study chapter 1, this day I'm gonna study chapter 2, this day I'm gonna study chapter 3, this day I'm gonna study chapter 1 again, this day I'm gonna study chapter 2 again, and I would do that. However, I needed to split it up to make sure I saw that information 3 times. I reviewed that information 3 times before I actually took the test. I had a system going, and I would stick to it. I was like, if I'm gonna get these A's, I need to study right now. I don't care, so-and-so got this going on, I wanna go to this, but if I'm gonna get these A's, I need to study right now. You know, and like, it was really like, I started to become a straight A student before I got the straight A's, you know? And like, I don't know, something about writing it down every single day and like being reminded of my goals, it definitely took some time for that transition to start happening where my, like, it almost felt like my brain just automatically turned to like, how do I get straight A's? You know, like, it felt like one day, not really one day, because it was over some time, but it was just like I would write it out every day, and the first day I was like, okay, cool. And then the second day I was like, okay, cool. And the third day I was like, all right, I wrote my goal down. And the fourth day was like, all right, I wrote it down again. And the fifth day it was like, how do I get straight A's? And then the sixth day it was like, I should probably do this. And then it just slowly, it started to like come to where one day I just realized like, oh shoot, like I'm really like committed to this. Like I'm like really like pulling through, following through, like doing what I need to do to make sure I get these A's. I'm getting these A's. And then I feel like that helped build my belief in myself and my ability to do it, because up until this point I never had straight A's. I only had straight A's in like elementary school, you know, or straight fours or whatever the highest number was. Like I would always get that. I was always a teacher's pet and all that stuff. But like once I got to like middle school, I was like a A, B, sometimes C student. You know, I was never a straight A student. And in high school, same. I was an A, B, C student, not no straight A student. But that semester in college, I had to get them A's to keep my scholarship. So I was like, whatever I have to do. And it was like I had a system, I had a calendar that, well, it wasn't like a calendar. Well, I did have calendars to remind me of when stuff was. And then I would also like, I would write down like, let's say for February, for example, I would write on a piece of paper, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, all the way to 28, the last day of the month. And then every line I would write out what I need to do that day. Like, so I'd be like, all right, for this test, I need to study this part, this day, this part, this day, this part, this day. And then for this assignment, I need to do half of it today, half of it tomorrow. And then on this day, for this project, I need to have this part done by this day. So I need to do some of it today, some of it this day, some of it this day, some of it this day. And like, I would literally break down every single thing I needed to do, split it up into days. And then every day I needed to look at that list and I knew what I needed to do. And as long as I got all that stuff done that I said I wanted to get done, everything else will fall into place. You know what I'm saying? And literally I was acing tests. Like it was not one test that I took that I didn't get. The lowest score I got that semester on a test was a 94, I think. That's the lowest. All my tests were like 100, 98, 97, 99, 100, 96, 97. And then I think, like I said, the lowest one I think I had was a 94 that semester. And lowest test. And like all my assignments, they were done. I had this thing where anything that I had to do, I would make it due 3 days before it's actually due. So that way it was always done. And sometimes I would even turn in stuff too early and she'd be like, this isn't due yet. And I'd be like, oh, okay. But at least it was done. And then even if I was late on something, I was still early because I had 3 whole days to do it, as opposed to like, oh, this is due this day and I'm late. I didn't get it done till today. And now I got 2 hours before class. Like I have 3 days to finish this assignment. You know what I'm saying? That was always so nice. And so that's stuff that I want to start to get back into, you know, with my social media. I think like, there's so much that I can take away from my time in school if I stop and really reflect to see like, wow, what did I really learn from school outside of, you know, a lot of BS courses that I literally will never use in my life. I learned some skills that I can apply to anything, you know, and that's been like helping me kind of figure out a strategy for how to get back on it. You know what I'm saying? How to get that drive back and how to just really start making stuff happen for myself again. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, all of that stuff is like stuff that I'm really about to implement with social media to like really just come back. So y'all are gonna be seeing my face a lot more on here. I think also too, I just saw this video where this guy was saying how YouTube Shorts is like really picking up. So I think I'm gonna start posting shorts now. Cause I be posting on TikTok and I'm about to go back to posting on TikTok every day. And then I think I'll post my shorts on YouTube as well, especially because now they go in a different section. So when you look up somebody's videos, I think there's like a separate tab for shorts so that it's not like not clogging up your videos, but you know what I'm trying to say, like, and then yeah, guys, doing more vlogs, doing more like lifestyle stuff, because I didn't know you guys really like wanted to see that. And not everybody wants to see that, not everybody cares. But there are quite a few of y'all who are like, I like the vlogs, you know? So that makes me like really happy and really excited to keep those up. Okay, so with this section, guys, I feel like I didn't use enough gel. Either that or my hair is too wet because my hair doesn't feel like clumpy like how it did on the other side. So what I'm about to do is, the curls are still defined. What I'm about to do is do the water thing, wet my hair, but how I'm gonna do it is, instead of just putting my hands under the water and splashing water into my hair, I'm gonna put gel in my hands, wet the gel, because it's gonna make the gel like kind of looser, and then scrunch it into my hair, and it's just gonna help my curls like sort of like clump together even more and have more of a crunch or a hold. I know a lot of y'all don't like the crunch, so don't do that. Like, this would be perfect for a lot of you guys who don't like crunch. How my hair is right now, because it's like, it doesn't feel super like, the gel doesn't feel super thick, like it feels like kind of like loosey-goosey, like not loosey-goosey, but like liquidy. I don't know how to explain that, but it doesn't feel thick in my hair right now because my hair is wet. But I know it's not gonna have as much of a hold, which I want a strong hold. So I am gonna add more gel to get a stronger hold. And I'm just gonna scrunch it in so that way I don't interrupt the curls that I just spent all this time creating, you know? But yeah, so once this is done, we are going to take some gel, and I'll show you. I'm literally gonna take the gel, probably like this much, and I'm going to do like this, and then I'm literally just gonna like do this underwater and then scrunch it in and like kind of like glide it over like this, like just like this, and just make sure I'm getting it on all my hair. So be right back. And I'm also like, kind of like messing with the middle section, so that way I don't have a middle part in the back of my head. I'll show you guys when I get back over there. Okay, so basically what I was doing was like, while my hands were wet, I was like just kind of like doing this, just like messing with that middle section, just so that way I don't have a harsh middle part, you know, in the back of my head. Because the worst thing about this is like, you can't see the back of your head. I mean, unless you have one of those mirrors that go like this, or it's like this, so you can like see. Okay, y'all, sorry, my camera died. So I was charging the battery. While I was charging the battery, I was listening to some music. I came up with an idea. If you guys didn't watch my goals video, one of my goals is to launch my own hair care line this year. And I came up with an idea for the campaign, and it has me so excited. I don't wanna like say it now because it's supposed to be a surprise, you know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes out, you'll see it and it'll be like, oh my God, that's so good. But yeah, my mind just went like a million places from hearing this song, which that's another thing too, y'all, that I didn't know. Well, I kind of knew it, but it's getting clearer to me. People like, okay, everybody doesn't like think the way you think, and I'm hoping that I'm speaking to somebody here who, what I'm about to say makes you realize your gifts in some area of your life that maybe you've been neglecting or avoiding or not recognizing or realizing. Everybody doesn't see things and receive things and feel things and understand things and comprehend things the same way you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, I was talking to a friend 2 days ago, and he was talking about how he was watching a show and the show really inspired him. Like, as a writer, whoever wrote the show, it really inspired him. For me, I don't think like that. I have never, not once, watched a show or movie and been like, wow, like, whoever wrote that, like that's really inspiring. I've never ever felt like that, not a day in my life. I appreciate a good story. Now that inspires me. But as far as like, he was talking about like, it's just like what they said and how they said it, how they explained things, like how they chose to like say it this way versus that way. Like that really inspired him. I have never felt like that. However, that's how I feel with music. I would literally listen to a song, like that's just what happened right now. I listened to this song called Manifesting by Asia Berlin, and it literally gave me ideas. Like, I've always been like that. Music just does something to me, you know, and I think that's what, it kind of helped me, him telling me that stuff that he feels about writing, and then me telling him, like, that's how I feel about music, you know? I can literally listen to a song and I get ideas, or I feel inspired, it makes me feel something, you know? And it helps me like visualize things, like it's really interesting. And so I was telling him, like, you know, that's how you know where you have a gift, you know? So maybe that's something you should explore, like writing. And then the whole time I'm like, hello, Kobe, take your own advice. Like, you know, I always doubt myself when it comes to music. Y'all know this by now. And like, after we had that conversation, I was like, you know what? Like, maybe I am actually good. Maybe I am actually like capable to make good music. You know, I've been making songs, but I never let anybody hear them. So they're just, you know, in my head or in my iPad. There's like very few people who have heard my songs that I made. And they said it's good, but sometimes I feel like, are you just saying that? But I think they might be actually really good. I gotta stop doubting myself. See, that's where I went wrong with my last endeavors, doubting myself. So we're not doing that anymore. So yeah, y'all, I don't know. That little series of, that little conversation and everything, it just kind of made me like, it got me in the thought process of realizing like, bro, you know you have talents and you have gifts in this area just based off of like, you know, the way it makes you feel, you know? People don't feel like that. They don't listen to music and feel something. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they maybe feel the lyrics if they're into that or they like writing. I'm not really a super big on lyrics type of guy, but it's just the music, you know? And then like on top of the music, like the ad-libs in the song, the choices that each person who worked on this song made to make this song what it is. Like that inspires me. That gets me going. Or I can just listen to a beat and a vision pops up in my head. And I like, a lot of people, they don't feel nothing when they just listen to a beat. Like they don't like listening to instrumentals. I like listening to instrumentals, you know? Or when I'm listening to the music, I'm like hearing the instrumental, you know? I'm hearing the music behind the words, you know? I'm hearing the ad-libs and all the little things. And I'm realizing like, well, I kind of knew this already, but you know how sometimes you talk about something or something comes up and it makes you realize that what you knew or what you thought is like actually like legit, like, you know? And that's what that was for me. So y'all, I plan on making like singing videos on YouTube, and like I really want to start playing around with learning how to produce vocals. Now I know I have a very busy year ahead if I'm gonna be launching my hair care line and doing all these goals that I plan on doing this year. So I don't know that I'm gonna have all the time in the world to be able to, you know what I'm saying? To be able to, you know, work on music and whatnot. But I did, like I was telling myself today, I was like, I'm definitely going to, when in those moments where I feel like inspired or want to work on something or make a song or anything like that, like allow myself that time to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because it is something that eventually I do want to like really dive into. So yeah, y'all. And yeah, I think also too, as far as like content on social media, I remember I made that singing video in 2020. I think, who remembers that video? And it was very well received, and I want to do more of those. So yeah. My friends have been telling me I've gotten way better as a singer. I have been working on it. I've been like learning. I've been taking, like I took Christina Aguilera's masterclass That really helped. She taught me a lot. That some of those master classes are like a waste of time, but Christina Aguilera's, that was solid. Like she put you onto a lot of really great tools and like singing tips that you can use to help you become a better singer. One of the things that I'm kind of working on now, just like personally, like when I'm in the car or like in the shower or just around the house, is like I feel like I'm a what do you call it? I can't think of the term right now, but it's like when you sing loud, like you belt out, you know, singing powerhouse singer. I think that's what's the term for it. And so I try to sing everything strong, you know. But what I'm learning now, and this is the same thing with dance too, because like with dance, I learned this when I was taking classes in LA. It's like I want to do everything full out with a whole bunch of energy, but it's like sometimes that takes away from the story, from the message, from what this dance is supposed to portray. There's supposed to be moments. It's really a story. A lot of art is really a story, and it's like, especially with choreography and with dancing, it's like there are parts that are supposed to be rough and like rough on the edges and like you know, but then there's supposed to be parts that are supposed to be light or that are supposed to be sad or that are supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, confusing, or that are supposed to be like all these different things that's not just all going off full of time. It's supposed to be playful, you know? I learned that in, I was in Cortland's Cuff It class. I took his class twice for Cuff It. And there was this one part, it's like a little tiny pocket, but it's supposed to be like very playful. And I'm sitting there trying to do it full out, and it's not supposed to be like that. And it ruins it. Like when you looked at me doing it versus this one little girl that was in my class in Atlanta, and she was killing it. She added so much life to that one little part. That one little tiny 2 seconds of the dance. With the way she did it, it made it come alive. Like it was so like cool to watch. And I really learned that in that moment, like, damn, like it's really not about going all out, or even with singing. It's really not about singing loud and belting out the words and your notes all the time. Sometimes it's supposed to be very light, very gentle. You know, sometimes it's supposed to be sad. Sometimes it's supposed to be airy. Sometimes it's supposed to be dark. Sometimes it's supposed to be like, you know what I'm saying? It's not always screaming out your whatever you're singing. And that's something that I'm working on as a singer. It's like challenging myself to sing more songs that are like dynamic, you know? Singing songs that I have to sing in my like regular voice, not in my belting voice. Singing songs that I have to sing in my falsetto, like, you know? Because like Christina Aguilera said in her course, these are all tools in your tool belt that are gonna help you tell a story the best way. Because what is a song? A story, you know? It's a story told musically. And she said, you know, your job is to get as many tools in your toolkit as you can to be able to tell that story in the best way that moves people, that makes people feel something, whatever they're supposed to feel from it. You know what I'm saying? And she said, that's what makes a great singer. You know, when you can tell that writer, or unless you're the writer, when you can tell that writer's story in a way that makes people feel something, you know? And I think that's the essence of being an entertainer as well, you know? Doing whatever it is that you do in a way that makes people feel something, whether it's happy, sad, laughing, crying, like, you know, confused, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like I'm growing a lot as an artist as well, just like in life. Like not even as like a musical artist, but just like understanding art and appreciating art way more than I have ever, you know? And it's really fun. It's very fun. It adds texture to life, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? It really does. And I love it. So yeah, y'all, I'm about to go wet my hair, the front of my hair. My hair is almost done though, just to get rid of that white stuff and to help a little bit with definition. And then, yeah, this was like a cool, fun video. Let me know if y'all like this, because I definitely liked filming this. Like, it was just very chill. I didn't have to think too much. Just talk and do my hair. So let me know what y'all think about this video. But hold on, give me 1 second, because it was making it real time. So let me go rinse my hair real quick. Well, not rinse my hair, but you know, do the water thing. You know what I just thought about? I literally should have brought the camera with me when I'm doing the water thing so that y'all can like see me doing it. But I'll do that next time. But also, there's no hot water in my apartment right now, y'all. And I'm just so glad that something told me to take a shower randomly at like 2 o'clock. I was just like, I just want to get in the shower. Cause in the shower, like I'm creative. Like I always come up with cool ideas in the shower. I just like chill out in the shower, and like my mind was like racing. And I was like, let me just get in the shower. So I got in the shower and like did my whole thing. And now, what do you know? There's no hot water in my building, and I'm like, wow, that's kind of crazy. But yeah, y'all, this is it. Probably gonna let my hair air dry. Sometimes I diffuse just the front to, actually, let me diffuse the front, because that's what I normally do most of the time. I don't do it every time, most of the time, just so that my hair's not in my face. So let me get the diffuser. We're gonna diffuse my hair once again, real time. And yeah, I don't fully dry my hair. That just takes way too long, and I'm not trying to do that, and I don't care to really, unless I got something specific going on. But who texted me? For some reason, I don't like sitting down doing this. I just like to be standing. So I'm just standing. Is this fine? I think I want to bring this side up a little bit more. Okay, now this side needs to come up. All right. I think this is a good amount of dryness. I think I'm good now. And then I'll just let my hair air dry the rest of the way. And really how I decide how much I'm gonna dry my hair off is literally just, it's out of my face. And then I don't like when it's like this and then the rest is like this. It really doesn't matter because it's all gonna dry anyway. Because this is gonna come up here when it's dry. This is gonna come up. This is gonna come, all this is gonna come up when it's dry, and then I can just fluff it around how I want it to. But that's really how I choose. It's really like nothing specific. It's not too thought out. I literally just am like, okay, this is hanging down too low, or this is hanging down too low. Let me like diffuse it so it shrinks up a little bit more. And then as the days go on, it'll get bigger. But it's like elongated and then it shrinks and then it gets bigger. That's like the journey from wash and go to like next wash day. So yeah, that is all for this video. My real-time curly hair routine. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want me to do this more because I really did like filming this. It was so easy. Like I don't have to really think too much about it. Just sit down, start talking, and you know, update you guys on what's going on in my life or whatever the case may be, or just whatever comes to mind, and do my hair. So once again, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're looking forward to more videos from me, then be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. I am literally, y'all, hitting the gas now when it comes to social media, and I'm so excited. And thank you again just so much, and I will see you in my next video.